When an enterprise is trying to adopt Gen AI for their business, how should they start? If they're dealing with skill gap, which is
Yeah.
a major challenge. So what would be your recommendation in this case?
So it definitely depends on the needs of the organization. But as a general template that for the vast majority of companies to adapt this playbook, where you want to end up is retrieval-augmented generation. That's the most commonly needed use case in a lot of enterprises at the moment. And that's where you can interact with a chat model that is grounded on the information of the organization, for example, or on a specific data set that is relevant for that user within. And a retrieval-augmented generation model is made up of two kind of subsystems, a search and retrieval system and a generation system. And the retrieval system is the one that is you can apply and build more robustly. You can technically deploy one of these within a weekend. So your internal search systems, every company has a lot of internal data, a lot of internal information that they don't have the ability a lot of the times to search across all of these sources. These systems, a lot of them tend to have existing search systems. And so the most straightforward and the fastest way to inject the intelligence of a language model into the process is to use a re-ranker, to use a system that re-ranks the results of an existing search system. So if we have a query, we send it to, I don't know, our SharePoint search system. It will give us 100 results. We present that to something like re-rank from Cohere or re-rankers that do this, and they would just change the order of these results, of these 100 results. They will still return the same 100, but they will say, okay, looking at the query, result number 30 here is actually the most relevant, so I will make that number 1. And that tends to improve search results dramatically. And that is one of the major investments you can create to empower your future RAG system. Because retrieval-augmented generation works in this way where a search system gets the most relevant results to answer the question of a user in a chat. And doing it that way, I find, is a way where people can get a major win very quickly. It can be deployed, it's only one API call, and you can deploy it basically in a weekend. You'd have a working language model with no concerns for things like hallucination. Search is a very well-defined problem. It's very well researched. There's a lot of methods to sort of measure them. And so that's a great first way to build that. And then these systems can then be improved by adding semantic search via embeddings. But a re-ranker is generally the best first step because it's quickest.